My name's Marcus. I'm the National Family Violence Specialist for the Salvation Army, and I specifically hold the portfolio of working with men who choose to use family violence. I've had over a decade of experience working in family violence and work predominantly in rural and regional areas, including inner and outer Gippsland. Being a man in this space of social work and specifically family violence, it starts with acknowledgement. The evidence is overwhelming that family violence is gendered. I worked with victims, survivors and children predominantly at the start and recognised that to make potentially a larger impact and to reduce the amount of flow-on effect on the next partner and their next partner or their next family that they impact, working directly with the men who choose to use violence, I saw as making the largest impact. I think what's really clear about working with men who choose to use violence is that they are people. So they are fathers, they are brothers, they are step-parents to other children of new relationships. So trying to find a way to support them as a person and not to see them for the violence that they have perpetrated. What were some of the things that you think might have led her to be scared? In a men's behavioural change program, our goal is change in their behaviour, their thought processes, their principles that have potentially caused them to use violence against women and children. The female co-facilitator plays a vital role as it allows someone to sit in that space and challenge the unconscious bias. What it models is that relationships should be respectful, appropriate, and for violence to never be a theme in their relationships. There is always peer review and peer discussions to talk about difficult times, difficult phone calls, but family violence is always a space where if you communicate about how you're going and how you're feeling, care will always be provided. What you'll often find in regional areas is that the people who work in it are a part of the community in which they live in. In essence, everyone has their arm around each other trying to achieve the same goal, and that is to make a positive impact on men who are choosing to use violence, and in return we have safer families and a safer community. This is about learning and actually changing for the good, and I think that's a really important message to have.